W.F. Howes presents an unabridged recording of The Impossible Man, Roger Penrose and the Cost of Genius by Patchen, narrated by Mark Elstob. For Andrea, Abe, and Isaac. Prologue. On Tuesday, December the 8th, 2020, Roger Penrose awoke alone in his Oxford flat. He walked barefoot and silent to the kitchen and pulled a pot of coffee from the refrigerator. He brewed coffee every Friday, stored it cold, and microwaved it cup by cup throughout the week. As he splashed milk in his mug, he idly considered the death of the universe. The cold globules of lactose, protein, and fat spread through the hotter liquid, creating graceful clouds and tendrils. One stir of the spoon and the shapes disappeared, leaving a mugful of monochromatic, patternless brown liquid. This was the fundamental path of all things. Islands of hot and cold flowing into one another, mixing and churning to create beautiful ephemeral patterns before disappearing into a shapeless, uniform distribution of matter and energy. As time grinds up the future to make the past, the universe moves relentlessly toward greater entropy. It will one day reach a heat death, a state of inert equilibrium, with temperature and density the same and unchanging in every direction at every scale. Roger had recently separated from Vanessa Thomas, his wife of more than 30 years. In his late 80s, living on his own for the first time in decades, he kept life as efficient and simple as possible. He ate plain meals of fish and vegetables, or bread and cheese, with J.S. Bach or BBC Radio 1 for company. In the months since the United Kingdom went into pandemic lockdown, Vanessa had been delivering groceries, medication, and other necessities. She'd texted when she'd left bags outside his door, and he pulled them in. Every 2 weeks he chopped and mixed walnuts, almonds, crystallized ginger, and shredded wheat into a large batch of muesli. He used one of his flat's 2 bathtubs for banana storage. He submerged them in a plastic container in the tub, keeping them under water using a heavy orange and blue glass plaque he had received in 2013 from the University of Texas, San Antonio, a thank you for delivering a talk titled Seeing Signals from Before the Big Bang for the school's Distinguished Visiting Lecture series. Roger had devoted his life to understanding the past, present, and future of the universe. He was acutely aware of how every cup of coffee will eventually cool to room temperature. Every chunk of stone and ice flying through space will erode into its constituent parts. Every star will eventually sputter out of existence. Every galaxy will collapse, and even the last surviving black holes will ultimately boil away.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?